Hey, good morning and welcome to another installment in Glenn's Cycling Adventures. Just in Bathurst this morning, just in a nice little park just opposite old government cottage, and about to head off to Sofala. That's only about 50 kilometres, camping overnight by the river outside of Sofala, and heading back the next day. What else? That's right, temperature check. It's a beautiful 14 degrees this morning, and I think it's a top of 25 and a reasonably warm night, so it should be good. Rain is not forecast. Sunny skies ahead, and happy days ahead too. So there's Mount Panorama on the left, just there. Bathurst in the distance, just out of town. Just sitting out on a modest country road, a nice shoulder to ride on. Quite a bit of farm machinery passing me earlier on the way out of town, and just the odd car. Not too busy during the week. It is a Wednesday mid-morning. Well, I've just come across the river at Peel. Should have bought an orange to peel there, get it, and just then climbed up out of that valley. It's quite a steep little incline with all this stuff on the bike. But yeah, nice going so far.
I'm watching the wheels.
I just saw a turtle crossing the road and his squash mate next to him. He was overtaken rapidly by two cars and two motorbikes. Gee, I hope they missed the turtle.
Matched beautifully with blue. Golden hour, every hour. Oh, what to do? Soul is pure as snow. I simply don't know. I simply don't know. Maybe I should write on more walls like Dylan once did. Baby blue turns to violet orange as the night enchants us like an ancient spell.
Just exiting the lovely little village of Bottle Flat after a drink at the general store. Yeah, so that was quite a climb up to get to the flat, and I think I'll have to check that something in the order of 19%, about a 4-kilometre climb, and yeah, it was quite steep, and I was in the slowest gear.
I'm bewitched, half sane, yet I can't complain. I simply don't know. I simply don't know.
And I've just stopped for a rather nice chicken and salad sandwich at the Sofala general store. Sofala's quite a nice little town. I think it's fated as the oldest surviving gold mining town in Australia. Very friendly people. I didn't have a beer at the pub, but I'm led to believe that's quite a good option as well. I'm just heading now, following the Turon River, there's a couple of campgrounds. First is Ration Point and the second is Green Point. Apparently better swimming at Green Point. Both are accessible by car / four-wheel drive, and are not ideal sort of grassy sites. They're sort of a bit rocky on the river flat. So I might check out Ration Point, and then I'll push on to Green Point. If it turns out that Ration Point is better, I can always pop back. It's only a couple of kilometres back again. Well, I'm at Green Point, and there's been quite a few caravans and stuff here. Back at Ration Point, there was just one guy fishing in a family swing, but there was a big rope swing there, and I thought to myself, well, this could be a high traffic area later on. But I think this is the high traffic area because there's toilets over this side. So yeah, I think I might go back up and down the hill, and there was a couple of really nice spots alongside the river back at Ration Point, so I think that's where I'll head.
Oh, what to do? Soul is pure as snow. I simply don't know. I simply don't know. Maybe I should.
Ooh, I took the bypass instead of climbing up this or walking up it. I think I might take the bypass again.
Maybe I should write on more walls like Dylan once did. And baby blue turns to violet orange as the night enchants us like an ancient spell. I'm bewitched, half sane, yet I can't complain.
Well, I'm back at Ration Point. Found a nice little camp spot away from the crowds. Well, not that there's many crowds around here, but yeah, they can't really get caravans in to this section. So I think there's quite a few prospectors sort of set up semi-permanent camps looking for a bit of gold over at Green Point. Not on my priority list, otherwise I might have stayed there and joined them. But this is a beautiful little spot. This section of the river has a bit more in the way of a cliff on the opposite side. It is quite pretty. So I haven't quite set up a tent yet, but I'll set it up over there and behind me somewhere, and I'll go for a swim shortly.
I simply don't know. I simply don't know. Why don't I
So I'm all set up. Great little spot. Really good. I'll have a hot chocolate shortly, I think. And new tent, a Nemo Hornet 2-person tent. Looking good. Very good. Well, hello. What a lovely spot. It's been a good day's ride. Very relaxing. A few good hills. Got a little bit sunburnt. Did have sunscreen on, but yeah, that's the first time I've been out in the sun this summer, I suppose, if you can call it summer yet. And going to have some dinner shortly. Got a few things. What have we got? Going to be testing a beef bourguignon, and I did bring some Pinot Noir, and I do have a book to read. So it's only, what time is it? It's 20 past 3, and I've been sitting here for a while relaxing already. Had a nice swim, which was very refreshing. I'll just read my book for a bit and then do dinner in a couple of hours. Anyway, it's very peaceful. I'm very happy with this location, and couldn't have worked out better. Terrific. So I've just climbed up the hill to have a bit of a stretch of my legs, and I can see an eagle on the other side, which is really nice. He's just circling around. Yeah, it's a great little spot. So I think I said earlier I've got beef bourguignon, and inside is the mashed potato. So I'm going to do like a cup of water with this one and 1 1/4 cups with this one. I normally get the single serve. This is supposedly serving 2, but I haven't eaten that much today really, so I figure it's worth a go. It does look pretty good. It's got like beef and mushrooms. A rustic beef stew with aromatic vegetables, herbs and spices, finished with densely flavoured, dark and silky sauce. Isn't that wonderful? Not quite ready yet. That looks right. Just boiled. And the rest in with the beef bourguignon. Mixed in. I added a bit of extra water. I measured 1 1/5 cups, not 1 1/4 cups, so I just slurped a bit more in. So we'll see how that works out. Seal this one back up again. They'll be ready in 10 to 15 minutes, according to the packet. 10 minutes, easy. How am I going to do this? I don't know my own strength. I'm weak. Alright, so bit of mashed potato. And that's actually quite good. And a bit of the beef bourguignon. I don't know. It's got a lot of beef in it. I reckon this could serve 2 people. I might put them in a bowl. How about that? And then I can have a bit of each. Delicious. Oh yeah, looking forward to this.
I'm watching the wheels. Eyes of brown.
And so I've also got the new tent this trip. It's the Nemo Hornet, the 2-person model, and it's quite good. Quite easy to set up and quite spacious inside. You can see there's actually room for 2 people, barely, if need be, and quite spacious. It's good having the side entry instead of having to sort of step through where your pillow is. So it's good. Quite a good night's sleep. Yeah, quite a good night's sleep. Plenty of bird twittering and cicadas and whatnot, but yeah, very peaceful location. And today we head back to Bathurst. It's probably a good few hours. I'm going to ride back towards Green Point, and there's a turn off there which I was planning on taking, but it looks a bit indistinct. Anyway, I'm going to go back there and have another look. It's a dirt road that links up with another road heading from Wattle Flat to Bathurst, so if it doesn't look like it's going to be viable, I'll go back the way I came to Wattle Flat and then detour there. It'll just be a quieter route. It's just that I'm not really sure that I have access. There could be locked gates and things as well, so I'll see whether there's even a gate at the start or not. If I go that way, it is 23% climb, so either way I have to climb back up towards Wattle Flat. Yeah, so that'll be good. Keep you posted. Still a bit hot. Yeah, I'm unconvinced about this way. I think we'll go back via Sofala and Wattle Flat. I know there's access to a couple of houses down that track, and after that I think it's going to be private property, so maybe I don't want to backtrack too far today, so we'll stick with plan B instead of plan A. So just went through Sofala again. Lovely little town, heading on the road back to Bathurst. Got a 4-kilometre climb back up the hill to Wattle Flat, so that'll be fun. Just rolling into Wattle Flat now. It's taken me an hour to get 7 kilometres. That was a fairly brutal hill. Turned out to be basically almost the whole 7 kilometres climb. So I went right fine a little bit. Here I'm going to stop at the general store for a cool drink.
Don't you tell me to think twice. I was just being nice. I will be waiting outside.
Well, I've just turned off Sofala Road onto Lime Kilns Road. Hopefully that's the worst of the hills behind me today. It's probably about another 40 kilometres into Bathurst from here. Maybe just a little bit longer, I'll have to check that later. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's probably 20 degrees now. What is it? Quarter to 10-ish. Hardly a cloud in the sky. Beautiful day. Really nice. Looking forward to the rest of the day.
You on my mind. Your love seems like water through sand. I wish I could catch you in my hand, in my hand.
If the kangaroos were smart, they would just let me go past. Because they have failed to jump the fence.
Did you think this was a game? When you were the one to blame? If this was a bursting gorge.
Turned out there was another quite big hill, a few little hills on the way. Climbed out of that valley. Hopefully that's the last of the big hills, because if I turn around I can see Bathurst in the distance. So I think it's mostly downhill from here. Famous last words.
I would fall to the floor. Your love seems like
Well, I've turned off onto Marsden Lane, heading back into where I left the car. Shouldn't be too much further, hopefully, because I just broke a spoke on the rear wheel. That's the second one in this year, so it'll be time for a new wheel set or a new bike. Always time for a new bike. And so back where I started, made it back to the trusted Hilux. That was quite a long, well, it ended up being sort of a 4-hour ride basically. So I don't think it should take that long if you're a bit faster, but it was really pretty. That Lime Kilns Road section all through the locality of Lime Kilns is beautiful. A little bit hilly, but that's to be expected. All in all, pretty good. Nice to test out the gear for a pre-Tasmanian trip, because I think I might need to do something about my wheel set. Second spoke I've broken, so they're getting a bit fatigued. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff that you want to do. Press the bell notification, get it? And you'll be updated with any of the new videos as they come out. Alright, happy days. See you next time. Well, there it is. New bike or new wheel? Let me know in the comments.